How's everybody? This is Loki and welcome back to Phoenix Wright. We're continuing the next part of the trial. So we're gonna go ahead and get started here. Why are we camping there anyway? I'm a research student in my university. I'll take a picture to use in my research. What research? Suspicious. Hard? Can you be more specific in your research? What did the witness motive in camping by the lake have to do with this case? Answer nothing. I object to this line of questioning. Objection. Sustain. Wait now, I'm the one that's supposed to say that. That says that. Well, then say it already. Objection sustained. Thanks for nothing, Your Honor. So you weren't looking at the lake at the time? Oh. I left after I heard that noise. Said that already. I have to find a contradiction. Not leisurely chat with the witness. You clearly see the two men. Just look at the picture. Clear enough for you? Uh-oh. Wait a second. I wasn't asking about the photo. I was asking if you saw the two men. Oh yeah, well, of course. Witness had testified she saw them. There's also a photo. You best look elsewhere for precious contradictions. He jumped quick. He's hiding something. Never the know the bang. Are you watching the very moment the shot rang out? Well, yeah, sure. You're asking me meaningless questions. Meaningless. Tried to ditch my butt. Kinda ditching, Mr. Wright, not meaningless babble. Well, Karma, I think I hate you. You're trying to keep me from talking to the witness. To what end? Are you sure about that? Yeah, sure as the country counting on me. It sounds pretty sure. How come you're so sure? Well, heck, I scanned the whole lake. The whole lake. Sounds like she was more interested in the lake than the boat. Must hurt you. Mr. Wright? The witness has answered the question in full. No need for further question. Objection sustained. That's what sustained. Yes, of course. Oh, great. Enough. I think we heard. We need to hear Mr. Wright. Means you're unable to find a contradiction in the testimony worth noting. Your Honor. You keep your promise. Right? I'm afraid that I have to penalize any further outbursts by holding a contempt of court. And if that happens, you have to leave the courtroom immediately. Understood? Uh-huh. Nick? Her testimony is fishy, Nick. Real fishy. I know what you mean, but if I can't say anything, what can I do? Yeah, what can I do? I believe we covered this evidence sufficiently to make a decision. Then pass your judgment. Very well. Mr. Miles Edgeworth, please sit down. Who was that? It was me. Is there something wrong? Did you need to use the facility? No, I don't. Not a heart. Your testimony stinks. It's unclear whether you were actually looking at the lake. It's highly doubtful that you saw Mr. Edgeworth. Tell us the truth. This is a matter of life or death. Did you really clearly see Mr. Edgeworth that night? Did you see him fire that pistol? We'll stand down. The court did not acknowledge the defense outburst. Answer me, Lotta. What's the big idea? Treat me like some kind of criminal? I saw him, I swear. I saw Edgeworth. Enough. Judge, declare the defense a contempt of tort. Yes, of course. I'm sorry, but you were warned. Guard, escort Mr. Mr. Wright, out of the courtroom. He is in contempt of court. I must leave. I'm not the one that did anything. No. Wait. I was the one who made the outburst, Your Honor. Nick is innocent. Huh. What's the difference? All that remains is for the guilty version to be declared. Isn't that right, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Wrong. My name may be right, but you're wrong. What? Did you hear what Miss Hart just said? She said she clearly saw Mr. Edgeworth. That was not in the testimony. That changes her testimony, and I have the right to cross-examine her again. Order! 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 You're in contempt of court. Judge, sustain my objection. Please don't. I'm sorry, Mr. Von Karma, but I cannot. What? Miss Lotta Hart has made a new testimony. The defense did have a right to cross-examine her again. But he's in contempt of court. Not anymore. If you're gonna arrest someone, arrest me. Very well. Miss Faye, you will leave the courtroom immediately. Nick, I did what I could. You have to do the rest. Good luck. Maya, she bought him some time. Thank you, Maya. Heh, I do not care for this melodrama. Listen to Mr. Wright. I do not tolerate budgeting of my witness. I'm running out of time. I better find a contradiction in here or else. Mr. Wright, begin your cross-examination. Excuse me. Objection! Gotcha. Got you, Miss Hart? Finally. What? You got what? Look at this photograph. The photo I took? The very same. There's something I want you to see in this photo. The fog, Miss Hart. So? This picture was taken with a professional high-quality film, correct? Even if it cannot capture the faces of the men on the boat. Yet you claim you saw Mr. Edgeworth. How? What? Mr. Wright has a point. That's why I told her not to say that in her testimony, please. Yet, now she said it, Mr. Von Karma. How could you possibly see Mr. Edgeworth? Explain yourself. Yeah, that's true. You can't even see their faces. Hart? What? Could you see the defendant was right? Right? Of course I did. I could. And I meant I could. Then please testify to the circumstances of your sighting. I did it. I finally found a hole in Von Karma's carefully vague testimony. You're right. It was a cold night and the fog was thick as grits. So once I was finished setting up my camera, I got back in the car. Still, I brought my binoculars with me. When I heard the noise out in the lake, I looked with my binoculars. See? No problem. So you use binoculars? Very well, you may begin your cross-examination, Mr. Wright. This one better be good. Binoculars? Yeah, binoculars. Yesterday you mentioned that you were out looking for a shooting star, correct? Aren't you supposed to use a telescope for that? Not binoculars? Well, yeah. Wouldn't you need a telescope, not binoculars for that? Drew! I got doubts about your camera too. Was that really to take pictures of meteor showers? The camera is irrelevant to this case. You can't say that for certain. Mr. Wright? Is the camera really relevant to this case? If you believe it is, you may continue with the line of questioning. But know this. If you find nothing wrong with this, there will be consequences. Well, Mr. Wright? Do you wish to press? Yes, I would like to, please. I'll make or break it. The camera is of no support, Your Honor. It is perhaps the key to the entire case. Therefore, I will continue my line of questioning. Well, maybe I went a little bit overboard. I went a little overboard with this one. Very well. You will now testify about the camera. Yeah, I hear you. I'm gonna set up to take pictures of the camera. It's hard. What made you choose that lake to photograph meteors? You know the fog is thick on that lake and not very suited to stargaze. Yeah, well, you see, I guess I wasn't thinking too straight. Mr. Wright, I will not have you badgering my witness because of her challenge intellect. Wait a minute. Hey, she's not dumb. Continue your testimony. You're saying how it was all over. No unnecessary comments, please. Objection! You're photographing the stars? That's a lie. Says who? Says your camera. I saw the camera you set up yesterday. It was pointed directly at the lake. You have to point a camera upward to take photos of the stars, Bizarre. Yeah, that's true. Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? The witness was not at the lake to photograph shooting stars, Your Honor. Well then, what exactly was she photographing? Your Honor, take a look at this. What was Miss Hart trying to take a photograph at the lake? To look at the Gordy or Miss Hart? This is what you're trying to photograph. Was this a newspaper article? Gordy. Ah, the sighting at Gord Lake. Well, Miss Hart? I never heard of no lake monster. You got proof or something? Let's see if you proved that I was down at the lake trying to photograph this Gordy. I have it. Proof. Intriguing. Very well, let's see it. And no joking around this time, please. What is the proof that witness is trying to photograph Gordy at the lake monster? Take that! Proof of its heart is your own camera. Your camera was set to take photos in response to loud noises, correct? This photograph here was taken when the fun gun fired on the lake. Here, this article about Gordy. According to this article, Gertie made a loud noise when it emerged. Well, you were trying to photograph Gertie, weren't you? That's why you had set your camera to spawn the loud noise. Order! Order! I see. I too thought it was a little strange. Yeah, sure. Well, Bethart, you were camping there to try to take a photo of Gertie, weren't you? Yeah. Not bad. Are all you lawyers that smart? So smart, boy. I was down there trying to get photographed of Gertie. You got me. So what? Huh? That don't change what I saw, does it? Exactly. What you just used several precious minutes of our time to prove is nothing more than the witness is an idiot who thinks monsters exist. Hey! But, as she so subtly said, so what? That changes nothing. Not true. You're both hiding the whole thing about Gertie for some reason. I know it. What could have been? Whatever it is, I'm getting down to the bottom of this. Miss Hart, why did you hide the fact that they were searching for Gertie from the court? Please revise your testimony. Right. Fine, I'll testify. It won't change nothing, though. Something will change. It has to. And I'm going to spot it. Okay, we're gonna see here. Actually, I'm not a research student at my university. I'm an investigative photographer. Imagine the scoop it be if I got a picture of that monster. That's why I was camping out by the lake. But that's all I was hiding. When I heard bang, I looked right straight out at that lake. There wasn't much else to look at. I just watched the boat the whole time. Then I saw a flash near one of my hand, and I heard the gunshot. I was looking right at that boat the whole time and crossed my heart and hoped to fry. Well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. The witness's testimony is unchanged from before. Whether she is a research student or photographer had no bearing on the case. No need to waste more of our time with another pointless cross-examination. I claim the defense's right to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor. The time is up to something. I know it. He doesn't want me to cross-examine her because why? Was there a contradiction? Very well. You may begin the cross-examination. You seem sure of yourself. You must have something in mind. Huh. That would be a first. That's very funny. You understand that this is your last chance at a cross-examination, Mr. Wright? If there's no problem with the testimony this time, we will let the witness leave. I will announce my verdict at that time, Mr. Wright. Understood? Yes, Your Honor. Okay. How to do that? Miss Hart, were you really looking at that boat? What's with you? Of course I was looking at it. It was the only thing out there. Any normal person would be looking at it. I agree, any normal person would. But you are far from normal. What? Y'all want to step over here and say that? You were camping at the lake to take a picture of Gertie. Think about it. What would you do if you heard a loud noise? You'd be scanning the lake at any sign of Gertie, that's what. You wouldn't give the boat a second thought. Order. Continue, Mr. Wright. You testified that you're watching the boat through the binoculars. However, you wouldn't need binoculars to watch the boat. You needed them to search for Gertie, and that's what you were doing. Well? Well, now that y'all mention it, I did sort of take my binoculars and kind of scan the lake a bit. I mean, Gertie might be out there and all. Miss Hart? Are you saying that you were not watching the boat then? Sorry, y'all. I wasn't fibbing, really. I was just thought, you know, I could be a witness to murder and all. I kinda got excited. I was sure I was watching the boat until now. This is totally uncalled for. But hey, you got the photograph, you got proof. Still, we can't see who's shooting who in this. Right? That's why I took the photo. Witness, that is enough. You had a long day. Shut your pie hole. Shut my what? What does she... what was she gonna say? She took the photo and what? Wait a second. She even had a photograph to prove it. But you really can't tell who's shooting. That's why she said she's going to enlarge the photo. She said it'll drop the quality a mite, but it should let us see who's who. She enlarged the photo. Why won't the camera let her show it? I've got a hunch. I bet that enlarged photo shows something bad for Fontana. This is my chance. If I'm wrong though, it'll mean prison for Edgeworth or worse. What does it? I'm gonna make her show the enlargement. Let's hurt. Look at this photograph. You enlarged this photograph, did you not? Yeah, I did. Why was that enlargement not presented in the court? Because it does not exist. What are you all talking about? You were the one who told me not to show it in court in the first place. You old fool. Yeah, about time someone called him an old fool. What's the meaning of this, Fontana? Miss Hart? Show the photo to the court. Show us the enlargement. The prosecution objects to the submission of this evidence. Objection denied. The witness will show the enlargement to the court. Here it is. Still can't see them. We still cannot see who's firing this. It could be the defendant or maybe it's not. Regardless, I'll accept this evidence. Happy now, Mr. Wright? There has to be something. You asked for the enlargement, you got the enlargement. And good had done and little good it had done to any of us. That's why I requested she not show it. I suppose this means that the cross-examination is over, obviously. Then I would like to close the cross-examination on Miss Lotta Hart. And none too soon. That was flagrant waste of my time. Mr. Von Karma, do you have anything to add? I stated everything I needed to when the trial began. The assist of evidence and the assist of witness. What else could possibly be required? Nothing, of course. Then I believe it's time for me to declare my verdict. Wait, not supposed to go like this. There had to be a clue in this photo somewhere. This is bad, real bad. What should I do? Your Honor, there's something to say strange with this enlargement. What might that be? Mr. Wright, you will show the court. What do you mean, but what about this photo is strange? Okay, here goes nothing. I'll show the judge what's strange about this photo. Let's see. Here, Your Honor. The shooter? I'm not sure I understand. What about the shooter is strange? Look at the hand holding the pistol, Your Honor. The hand? The hand directly said that that's another piece of evidence. This man's left hand does what? Let me show you. I'll show you the evidence the left hand contradicts. The evidence is clear. The man with the photograph is holding the pistol. is in his left hand. However, the prints on the murder weapon were from Edward's right hand. Ergo, the man shooting the pistol in the photograph is not Mr. Edward. He found what's wrong with it, yay. Now that everyone in the courtroom has quieted down, I would like to reconvene the court of law. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. You have given us definite proof today. We know that it's not Mr. Edgeworth who fired the pistol that night. However, this leaves us with a rather large problem. If Mr. Edgeworth didn't do it, then who shot our victim? Precisely. As we've seen, there were no other people on the lake that night. But who but that defendant could have shot the victim? I like how it had Miss Hart and Larry. There's only one explanation. The man who shot the victim was none other than the victim himself. Everyone's so confused. Order, order! So you're saying that the victim committed this act? Yes, Your Honor. I can't think of no other explanation. Huh. Indeed, that does seem to be the only remaining option. I'm so very, very sorry, Mr. Wright. But suicide is out of the question. What? An examination of the victim's wound revealed the distance at which he was shot. The distance? The victim was clearly shot from further than a meter away. A meter? That's 3 feet. No way it could have been suicide. Order, order! You got the Valtama, are you sure? The accuracy of your data? Of course, I reconsidered the possibility of suicide, you see. I see. Very well, allow me to state my opinion. Considering the situation, the shooter had to be the defendant, Mr. Edgeworth. However, the prints on the gun revealed that the shooter was not Mr. Edgeworth. This is a conundrum. Therefore, I would like to suspend proceedings for the trial for the day. The court orders the defense and the prosecution to further investigate this matter. Understood? Yes, Your Honor. That is all. Court is adjourned. Oh, that was a close one. Hey, don't you have anything to say? No, I have yet to be declared innocent, right? Well, yeah, but what happened out there at the lake anyway? If he didn't commit suicide, then who? The shooter was about a meter away, too. What? Don't give me that look. I did not kill him. I was just kidding around. Look, I'm going to go check on Maya. Oh. Right? What? Tell her something for me. What? Tell her to watch what she says in court. That's all. Would it kill you to just state how you really feel with the things that's worth? I was possessing the transcript of Lotto's entire testimony. I thought it might give me an ammunition for the actual trial tomorrow. Of course, she didn't see the shooter, so the only part of her testimony that stood was the bang shooter. Now this is such an added to the court record. Well, that all went downhill from there. That's for sure. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and call it here for now. So if you guys enjoyed the video, feel free to hit that like button below and subscribe for more videos to come. See you guys later. Bye guys.